NFL Week 1 is here, and y'all know what that means. It's time to make some money. So I'm here to give you 3 hot picks to take to the bank to get some cash on NFL Week 1. Starting off with the first game, you got the Cincinnati Bengals heading on the road to take on a division rival in the Cleveland Browns. Now, Deshaun Watson is getting a little bit of a mulligan, right? He did stink it up near the end of last year when he came back off suspension, but we give him a little bit of a break because he did miss almost 2 years of football. So he deserves a chance to shake off that rust. And he does have some weapons, some viable weapons in Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, David Njoku, and Nick Chubb. Last time I checked, he's still toting the rock for the Browns. Also, Myles Garrett and company on that strong front defense, that defensive front they have in Cleveland. And they did make some improvements in that secondary in the offseason of Cleveland as well. But Cincinnati, you still have the three amigos. You got T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Tyler Boyd. But is Joe Burrow healthy? Because if that calf is gimpy and it's not all the way right, it could be some problems going up against a defensive front like the Cleveland Browns, who have shown that they can get after the quarterback. And the side of history is not on Joe Burrow if they do indeed get to him and sack him, because he's 1-4 in games that he's been sacked more than 4+ times. Not to mention that Cincinnati's defense is not the same as it was last year, as they have lost some key pieces in that secondary. I call this my upset special of the week. I'm telling you, hey, take the points with Cleveland, but I like them to win outright. Give me Cleveland 26, Cincinnati 24. Lock it in. Upset special. Just saying. Now, the second game is more so if there was a lock of the week. It's called the Don't Overthink It special of the week, because you got Arizona taking on the Washington Commanders. Now, Washington, while they are a viable team, they do have weapons on both sides of the ball, especially that defense. They do have a quarterback in Sam Howell where they're not sure what they have, but it's really not about how good Washington is. It's about how bad Arizona is. First of all, Kyler Murray's out for the foreseeable future till he comes back off of that knee surgery, and Joshua Dobbs is their quarterback. And their new head coach is a defensive-minded head coach. He was the defense coordinator at Philadelphia last year, but he didn't bring Philadelphia Eagles with him to the Arizona Cardinals, and their best defensive player is their safety, Budda Baker. Not a lot of talent on either side of the ball for Arizona. Folks, swallow all the points. It doesn't matter. Washington's only given up 7. Give them up all. I love Washington in a blowout. Don't overthink it. Washington 31, Arizona 3. Lock it in. Just saying. Now, finally, you have one of the best games that not a lot of people are talking about heading into the weekend. You got the San Francisco 49ers on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is going to be a defensive showdown. Not a lot of points will probably be scored in this, so you might just want to take the under. But I'm going to give you a little bit more than that. Now, defenses are awesome, but you got two, I don't want to say proven or unproven quarterbacks, because Brock Purdy proved himself last year, but was that enough? Kenny Pickett came on late last year, but was that enough? Not really sure, especially when you're going up against two tough defenses. But I'm going with history again on my side. Kyle Shanahan, while he's great and while he's, great at getting quarterbacks to just stay within the system and do what they need to do, he's also known to get off to a slow start in seasons, especially week 1 and especially in September. He's actually 1-5 in his last 6 games in week 1, and on the road against Mike Tomlin, who we know has never had a losing season. But I like a healthy TJ Watt, a healthy Cam Hayward, a healthy Minkah Fitzpatrick to do a little damage to Brock Purdy than what San Francisco does to Kenny Pickett. I like Pittsburgh. Take those few points that you get, but I'm going to take them straight up. Give me Pittsburgh 17, San Fran 16. Lock it in. Just saying.